All right, good morning and wonderful Thursday to every one of us at this channel, Princess Sits. I hope you rested well and we've entered the period of Hamatan. It's blowing so cold and I hope my voice is clear this morning. I hope you had a very nice rest and today is a wonderful day. I believe that the Lord has everything He has promised in store for us and it will come to us in due time. But I felt very moved to bring up a new innovation this morning, and it has to do with what we can still do to ensure that we don't just get passive on the line of waiting for Theobald or UAAG or other grants of the same like. This actually came up yesterday while I was listening to Pastor Tochukwu. He mentioned the fact that he was encouraging subscribers, and he mentioned that despite that we have waited for this long for these grant handlers to disburse and they are yet to, that he himself has even collected some other grants within the country, and that is not because grants are not being disbursed within the country. It's just the bottleneck that is attached to the ones we subscribe to. And he mentioned a couple of them that have even disbursed within the country, which I know that even within Africa, there are grants that are disbursing. In Ghana, there, in other places within the country, within Africa, that grants are seamlessly being disbursed every time. But when it comes to Nigeria, it becomes an issue. So he mentioned Empower Africa, that he has received grants from them being disbursed. He even mentioned that he received 400,000 recently, from that grant, from that particular organ. So I went to Google. I googled Empower Africa, Grant Empower Africa, and several of them came out. I followed through. Then I was able to lay hands on this one particular that you are seeing on your screen now. This one is Hope. Precisely, it says that's Anonymous Hope Fund. Anonymous Hope Fund, and here you can apply for a grant. So I felt, well, let me introduce it to my people right here. After all, it is grant, and you are just to submit your application. You are not paying any dime. All right, it is free. And of all the grants I've brought right on this channel, you are not to pay any. You are not expected to pay anything. That's why it is called grant in the first place. As you see, apply for a grant. How do you get there? Once you see just look at the website at the link tel here, ahfgrants.com, ahfgrants.com. All right, and that's Anonymous Hope Funds and the rest of them like that. So, but the real website is ahfgrants.com. Then from there, if you click on the menu here, you will see other things brought up. Who are we, or who we are, where we work, what we fund, apply for a grant. What is a grant? Contact us, support, and the rest of them like that. So it's a grant for Africa. Okay, so and you can download the form. And once you download the form, now this is how the grant application looks like. Once the grant is being granted, application receipt date will show, and then if it is pending, then if it is approved or denied, once it is approved, we come here. We are not about the rejected, but once it's rejected, it ends there. But once approved, it takes you to this organogram straight away. You see granted, amount requested, amount granted, money transferred, then report. And then how do you apply for this? there is a form here. You see download form. If you click on this download form, it will bring you, I will show you the form. It's either in French or in English, but then before then, look at the things that is expected. When you fill out the requested information on the application form and submit to this email, submit@anonymousHopeFundGrants.com. this is the email there. Then ensure to put in correct and recent contact information or contact information, as our grant reviewing parties will contact you with further instructions and directives. Incorrect or falsified information will automatically disqualify any applicant. Although small business startup grants are easy to obtain, there are things that you can do to make your proposal a priority to us. Bear in mind that we are looking for strong applications. Now, these are the things that are quite expected for you to do. That's why I quickly came here. So state your objectives clearly. Include a well-constructed business plan and make sure that your budget is realistic. Then state measurable objectives for the short and long term, as well as your methodology, benchmarks, and timetables. Bring in outside experts if necessary and appropriate. An accountant or consultant can add credibility to your application process. And lastly, above all, remember to be clear about how you intend to use the funds requested, and if you get the grant, be sure to only use the funds for the stated purpose. Now, how long does processing take? After applying and submitting your application, we will keep contacting you for all the updates about the process of your application. Always confirm the email of which you receive information to avoid being misled by unrecognized third parties. If in doubt about any messages purported to be from us, contact us at support@ahfgrants.com. Duration for review. Application and disbursement of funds is as follows. Individual or organizational proposals submitted are reviewed, and the applicants are contacted about the results of their applications within the next 20 and 40 working days respectively, and if approved, the funds are disbursed immediately on approval. So this is the PDF form. You can also download it. It's not only for individuals, even for organizations also. You see, organizations trying to also apply for this grant can download download form here and fill out required information. And these are the list of what is needed by organizations: a list of board members, trustees, and staff, a list of current activities, a most recent annual report, a current organizational budget, and if available, an audited financial statement, a recent project organizational evaluation if available. So there are two types now, both for individual, for small businesses, and also for organizations. Then I think it's also for education. It's also for educational purpose. But small businesses, those that wants to establish small businesses, I think they tend to get this grant more than others. All right, so and this is how the form looks like. If you come, I think I've downloaded it. Okay, this is how the form looks like. Anonymous Hope Funds. Okay, let me just a little bit expand it. Anonymous Hope Fund application form. You see, so you have to, please fill and out this form, scan filled form, and return to the following email address: submit@ahfgrants.com. So that's it in a PDF or Word form. So please attach as much proof as possible corresponding to your cause for the grants. And then this is your name here, your date of birth, your gender, nationality, country of residence, city, town, residence, email, telephone, postal address, ID type, ID number, marital status, whether you are married or single, or divorced. How did you hear about us, and all that? If married, number of children, dependents, next of kin, relationship, email address, telephone, postal address. Are you currently employed or not? Name of your employer and name of organization, telephone number, and the rest of them. Website if you have. How much are you requesting for? And this one is in dollars. You see it here. How much are you requesting for in USD? How urgent do you need this grant, and what is the reason for this fund? That's what you have. All of this to explain. If you want to write the whole of Nigeria, why Tinubu is killing us, why hunger is all over the place, anything you want to write here, just ensure that you are precise and you are focused. And there are some other guidelines that have been told to us why and how you need to defend what you are applying for, so that you can be among the top tiers that wants to receive it. And once you research available grants and decide to apply, you might decide the application process is not a good fit for your skills and that you need some professional help. You would hire an experienced grant writer to research and write your startup business grant proposals. You don't even need to hire anybody. If you know how to use ChatGPT well, it's a very functional tool. If you don't have it before, maybe you are hearing this for the first time, just go to Play Store and type ChatGPT. Alright, ChatGPT, download it, install it on your phone, and tell ChatGPT to write for you. Write for you how you can apply for a grant. Include those things that are said in those places. You understand? Make it wordy, and since you are writing, make it one of the catchy ones that possibly everybody will be writing. So this one should be one that is acceptable, and there are words you can craft there that can make it fit into you being among the top tiers for selection. All right, so it's very easy, and you don't need to start paying money to anybody to apply. So attestation, I attest that you put your name there, your signature, and that means you must have downloaded this form. You print it out, you fill your details, then you sign in the presence of, you have witness, name of witness, telephone number of witness, and email of witness. Then you scan it. There are phones that even does scanning. You can scan it after everything. You snap it, then it takes it to scan automatically. If you don't have a scanner, or you go to a business center and scan it, then send it to that email address. The email address has been supplied right here at the lintel. Submit at ahfgrants.com. So I feel it is necessary to bring this also up to us in case you are interested and you want to apply for this particular grant. This is Anonymous Hope Fund. You are not paying any dime to anybody. Everything is strictly online. All right, it's strictly online, and I feel like while we are expecting the Theobald and other grants within the country, you can also do this as part of casting your seeds all over the place and just making sure that it bears for you. So I felt important. I felt it necessary for us to bring it up at this time. You can lay your hands on it and other ones like that. Okay, then I also saw this one in the process. Let me see. I think there were other ones I saw like that. So if you go to advanceafrica.com, see a whole lot here of grants, proposals. You see that you can apply for across the continents of Africa. Uganda, Nigeria, everything is a whole lot that you can apply for. So it will also help you. You can lay your hands on the one that applies to you. You could see the list continues. It's all about grants for small businesses, for Africa, for even church, for projects, and that's how it continues like that. All right. So if you feel like it's something that could help you, just go to advance-africa.com, and you could see a whole lot of them. You can apply, say, church grants 2024, grants for churches worldwide. You can, from here, it's not only for churches. You could see for scholarships, for masters, for educational purposes, everything, anything you feel you want to apply for. All of these are links to them. All right, so I just feel like it's high time we begin to spread our tentacles around while we expect the one for UAG, Theobald Centrita, and Supreme. Thank you. I wish you a very lovely day ahead of you. As we bring information, we'll see them, we'll bring them up to us. And if you are new to our channel, we deal with grants, cryptocurrencies, and all the financial stuff that will give us financial independence. I wish you a very lovely day ahead of you. Stay away from trouble, and the Lord bless you. Amen.